Hey guys, I'm Jamie with Property Bear, and this video is about our rent to own programs with Breeze Homes. A lot of people don't know that we have partnered up with a company to do this, but I'm going to go over the basics on how you can get into one of our new Breeze Homes here in Jacksonville, Florida, with a rent to own program. So, um, to get you a little bit more familiar with Breeze Homes, if you're driving around Jacksonville, most of these properties all of them are new construction. Most of them are inside of neighborhoods. If you're familiar with some of our neighborhoods, we've done Townsend Village, Sarah's Landing, Walker's Ridge, West Side, North Side, all over Jacksonville. They're usually 90 to 150 unit communities or more in some cases. Um, but uh, but these are houses, um, three twos, usually four twos, 1 story, 2 story, all kinds of sizing. The benefit to you as the rent to owner, right? So rent to own, if you found this video for Jacksonville, you already know about rent to own programs. Basically, you're renting with the option to buy the property. It gives you flexibility, especially right now with interest rates being really high. It's kind of like leasing a vehicle. If you would have leased a car 2 years ago, you would actually be in a position where you could buy out that car and then sell it at a profit, which is crazy. But real estate's kind of in the similar setup, right? So if you want that flexibility, rent to own is a great option. It gives you the ability to get into the market if you don't have perfect credit. So if you're not approved for a regular mortgage, rent to own is a great way to get your foot in the door before another frenzy starts. Um, if you watch our market update videos, the thing is right now is that yes, interest rates are high, but we still have very limited supply overall of homes. Most of the desirable homes have been locked up with very low interest rates, and those people just won't sell. They'll probably rent them out and still make a profit that way. But as far as like a new retail home buyer trying to get into the market, new construction is probably the most appealing product that's out there, other than like a well renovated home. But a lot of those aren't really coming on the market. So the next option, the best option, is a brand new house, right? Um, the inspection, binder, and appraisal are all paid for by the program participant, which is not the renter to owner. That it is not you. So our partner with the rent to own program pays for all of that up front, assuming that you're qualified for their program. So why does this work? Because basically what's happening is that the program provider that we've partnered up with is buying the property for you and then setting you up on a rent to own program. So you're renting it from them with the option to buy it from them. Why would they do that? Where are they saving money? Where are they making money? Well, here's the deal. What they're essentially doing is they're renting it to you. So they're basically covered from a debt service standpoint, and then they're selling it to you at 4% over what the value is at the time that you purchase the home. The program is basically set up for you to buy the house in 12 to 24 months, and they'll extend it for certain situations if you're on your way, right? um, but the cool thing about the 4% thing is that if the market were to go down, right, if people are assuming that, you've basically locked in a property, and you'll be able to lock in a mortgage rate 1 or 2 years later with potentially a lower price too. Um, and they're also not paying commissions when they sell the property to you. Usually, the commissions, at least in Jacksonville, are paid for by the seller. I think in most markets it's done that way. And so it's about 3 to 6% total. But in the transaction where you convert from a renter to an owner, there's no commission there. So they're saving somewhere between 5 and 6% on every transaction, which is pretty good for them. They're also willing to do it with Breeze Homes because they're brand new houses that come with warranties. They're just everything's new. There's nothing really to worry about. They will take on some renovated properties. From a Property Bear standpoint, we have some inventory that we can plug into the program. Um, but as far as Breeze Homes, it's a perfect product, perfect price point, and a perfect product overall. And for our partner for the rent to own program, they have multiple exits. They can rent the property out, they can resell it. Being a brand new house, they have so many exits. That's why they do this. So basically, the program rules center around you renting the property for 12 to 24 months and then being able to buy the property at the end of that term. They do extend if you're showing that you're on the path, right? So this is the entire goal of this is not to, just have a whole bunch of rental properties. The goal of this is to help people that aren't quite over that threshold get their foot in the door to become homeowners. Must be on the path to buying, and they're not selling it for more. They're not reselling you the property for more than 4% of the appraised value. And of course, as you being the rent to owner, essentially, you have the first right to purchase that property. So here are some example payments. Basically, with the rent to own program, we did this on a $250,000 purchase price. For Breeze Homes, our purchase prices are anywhere between, for our general neighborhoods around Jacksonville, they're anywhere between 250 and I would say 350. We have some cool projects coming downtown, which this program will actually also work for, but those average about 350. But they have to be fee simple, townhome, single family. That's about it. So on a $250,000 purchase with the rent to own program, your monthly payment is basically $1,771 is your rent, and then you're also putting away $262 a month for the down payment for you to be able to convert into homeowner. So your total payment is $2,033 a month. On a purchase, you're looking at a 3% down payment with a total monthly payment of $2,171. So you can see how even with the rent to own program, the payment is a little bit less than if you were to get a mortgage at today's rates. If you do qualify for a mortgage, there are some other programs that we can convert you to that can get that interest rate down. But if you're in that situation, we'll always kind of present that as an option and then go from there. So here's the catch, right? What are the requirements? The requirements are that you have a 550 or better credit score. You have to have proof of income. And you need 2 to 3% of the purchase price in savings, right? They need to be able to show that you have those funds, right? You need to be on the path to home ownership in order for this program to work. So if you have any questions about this program, we'd love to set you up with it. We don't have a terrible amount of inventory right now. We have some awesome townhomes on the west side of Jacksonville right now. We only have a few of those, but those qualify for this program. But in 2023, we're going to have a lot more inventory, and this is going to be a main factor in getting entry-level buyers into the path to homeownership. Thanks for checking us out.